Alrighty, YouTube, and welcome back to Fern Valley Farms YouTube channel. We're on this channel. We are pure country. Alright, this is hive number 4. This is my 10-day inspection. These bees were installed 10 days ago. We're going to open this up. We're going to see what's going on. Oh, I forgot my table. Hold on a minute. I always do this. Alright, got my smoker lit. They're not really drinking too much of this syrup because there was honey. There were frames of honey that I had put in there. So they're really not drinking too much of it. It's going down a little bit. So, let's put this over here. I'll pop this open. Yeah, they're really not touching this syrup hardly at all. So I'll give them a little bit of smoke. Morning, girls. We're going to see what's going on in here. Cover over here. That didn't make them happy. All right, we're going to see if we got a laying queen here. The pollen patty, they're not really touching it. You can see they're not. I don't know if you can see from here. They're eating a little bit of it, but not too much. And I forgot my frame holder, of course. Pull the outside frame out. We're going to see what's going on. Some of this brood here is kind of hard to tell if it was like some of these frames were older ones. It was hard to tell. A lot of bees on this frame. And I forgot my glasses, of course. All right, I got my glasses now. I can see a little bit better. Just want to see if we got any brood in here. A lot of bees on that frame. Yep, there's eggs. I can see them down there. Who knows where the queen is? I like to try and get her a marker. So the whole point of this 10-day inspection here is to see if we have a laying queen. If you blow on them a little bit, it will move. Yep, I see eggs. Now they're building out on this frame. These are my Italians. It was warmer out earlier, now it's cooling off. They're working these frames, so that's good. I'm not going to leave them open too long here. I see nectar in there. Like I said, if you blow on them lightly, you can get them to move. So they're working the inside frames. The outside frames are not doing a whole lot too, which is fine. This is why they're not drinking. Look at all the honey. This is really heavy. There's plenty of honey. This frame is really heavy. There's a lot of honey on this frame. Well, that's good. We're going to put that right back in here. We're just going to kind of leave them alone. You want to blow your smoke across the frames. Let me go one more look here while I got it open. Pretty much just leave them alone. As they start building these frames out, I'll kind of checkerboard these things a little bit. So if one frame gets really built out and the other frame's not, then I'll take the frame that they're not working on and I'll move that over to encourage them to build on more frames. And I'm not going to put a second box on this hive until you get at least good 7-8 frames filled out. Then you can go ahead and put a second box on. You don't want to do it too soon. Bees do better in smaller places. Because if they really start building out, then you gotta put another box. Because if they start getting too crowded, that's when they'll swarm. I'm trying to see if I can find the queen here anywhere. At least they're capping some of their. She's laying eggs. I can see some eggs in here. Looks like there's some 3-day-old eggs in there. Gotta be careful you don't smash anybody here. Come on, girls, get out of the way. This is why I want to mark my queen so I can find her a lot easier. Trying to find her in this mess of bees here could be kind of tough. So like I said, this is day 10 of this hive, so, and I can see some bees coming in here with some pollen on them. Come on, get out of the way. Yeah, when you're pushing your frames back, you want to try not to smash them. And I did treat this hive for varroa yesterday, actually. Excuse me. I hit them pretty good yesterday. You want to treat your varroa early, before all this brood gets capped. This way, if there's any varroa in these cells, you'll kill them. The varroa is not our friend. And don't think you don't have them because you do. 2, 3, 4. So, this looks pretty good. This frame, this is the outside frame, they're not even touching it, which is fine. It's still early yet in the game here. Although I'm gonna take this frame. I got 2 frames here. This frame has got comb and honey on it. Now, I got some empty ones here. I'll put this one here. I'll put this one in between. And I'll check these guys again another 10 days or so. I just kind of leave them alone. Although what I should have done is brought a pencil out here, or a pen, and I could mark, because I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 they're working on. But they're not, like I said, they're not really touching any of the syrup. There is, like I said, there's honey in there, so the pollen patties, I'll leave them. It ain't doing no harm just sitting in here. So I'll just leave those there. I actually have my new packages coming tomorrow. I have Buckfast and my Carniola coming tomorrow. All right, get in there, girls. I got my Buckfast. And here's a little trick when you put your covers back on. Put it on where there's no bees, and then just slide it. And if you slide it, you try and you don't get any of them. Yeah, and there's pollen coming in. You can see there's pollen coming in. So the pollen pad they're probably not even going to really touch, but it ain't hurting nothing sitting in there. My syrup, they're not really touching, although there's someone in here are drowning themselves. See if I can get them out of here. That's the problem when you have your syrup open like this. They fly in here. Sometimes I'll just take them, put them off to the side. And as long as they're not too, I mean, they're soaked, but sometimes they recover from this. So let me put this on really quick. There, okay. So that hive looks pretty good. They're building. There's a laying queen in there somewhere. I need to spend more time and try and find her. That's why I want to mark my queens. It's just so much easier to find them. I mean, I could, unless they're like right in front of me, it's hard to see them. So anyways, 10 days on this hive. I strongly believe you got to give them a couple days to kind of get adjusted and get them settled in. And that's kind of like that with any animal. You move an animal or something like this, they got to adjust. I have horses here. Whenever you bring a new horse in, they don't just, it takes them sometimes 1 or 2 days, sometimes a week to adjust, to get with the program. I'm going to think bees are probably the same. You know, like these I think came out of California, so they came all the way from California, you know, on a truck, and then they were at the feed store, and they came here, and then you dump them in the hive. It takes them a little while to adjust. And they look like they're doing pretty good. They're building some comb. They are laying, there's a queen in there. I see some calf brood, I see some eggs, and the eggs are the larva is like U-shaped, kind of tight, which means they're about 3 to 6 days old. I didn't really look. If you look in your combs, you see like a little piece of rice standing up. That's a freshly laid egg. I didn't really see any of that, but I just wanted to kind of get them closed up. Just wanted to check on them, see what they're doing. And I'll leave them alone now. I'll come back in another, I don't know, 10, 15 days, and I'll check on them, see what they're doing. Like I said, I did treat them for Varroa yesterday. I hit them pretty hard. I'm going to hit them again 2 more times. Varroa is not your friend. And if you got bees, don't think you're not going to get it. There are some parts of the world, I think Australia is one of them, and I think there's parts of Hawaii that don't have these little things yet. I wish we didn't have them. They came around here, I want to say 1987, I think, is when we started seeing Varroa mites here. And they'll hurt your hive. They really will. They'll get on your bees. They'll get in the brood. They'll attach themselves. And you won't see too much of a problem throughout the summer, but getting in the fall when you're trying to make your winter bees, any of your late summer bees, I had one hive die early December, and I know that's what got them. I just didn't treat them hard enough. I kind of changed the way I do it, the way I'm doing it now, so I'm making sure I'm really hitting them hard, and it's all rising through the top. I use the fogger. I did a video on that. You could see that. So I'm going to treat these bees, and don't think a new package won't have bees, because before I treated them, like I said, this is 10 days on this package. I treated them yesterday, which was 9 days. I have these screen bottom boards. You could pull out these sticky boards, and you can't see it on the camera. If you pull this out, it's white, and you look close enough, you can see Varroa. Now there's some Varroa on here that probably died after I fogged them yesterday, but I looked at this before I fogged them, and there was all kinds of mites on this board. These really come in handy so you can see what's going on. There was a bunch of mites on there, so don't think a new package can't. I'm not saying they all would have it, but mine did. My new package had mites, so I treated for them, and hopefully I'm going to treat them 2 more times, and I'll get rid of them. And my new packages that are coming tomorrow, I'm going to wait a little while, maybe a week or so, then I'm going to hit them too. I'm going to hit them hard. Hit them hard 3 times in the spring, hit them hard again in the fall. After the brood, they're pretty much done laying, where everything's opened up, and any bees that might have them on there will kill them. So anyways, that is my story. So hive number 4, 10-day inspection looks pretty good. I'm going to just kind of keep going throughout the summer here and just update on this hive. I'll probably do the same thing on the other ones. People can kind of follow along, see what's going on. So hopefully you liked the video. If you did, give me a, at least subscribe to the channel. If there's a little bell next to the subscribe button, if you do subscribe, click the little bell. You will get notified next time I make a video or every time I make a video. Give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Likes are always great. The more likes you get, the more your videos pop up in searches. A lot easier anyways. So until next time, YouTube, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.